Hello, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Pick a Side Podcast. It's me, Joel. I got JC to the right of me and Riv to the left of me. Before we get into the trades, we just want to talk a little bit. And Riv, how was your day? How was your week?
From now on, you call me Chapo. From now on, I'm just known as Chapo. My day was good though. It was all right. Regular week, work. Life is really repetitive. Work, school. That's it.
Yeah, what about you, JC?
The same shit that Riff said. It's 100% true.
Word.
Life, work.
Yo. My
Nah,
nickname
man, for
from
real.
now is Chapo. When you call me in this mic, you call me Chapo. That's it. Don't call me Riv. Chapo.
Chabo.
Chapo, okay. All right, so yeah, like Riv was saying, life can get really repetitive.
Boring.
But this week, there wasn't a lot of repetitive stuff because we got a lot of trades in the NBA that I think were really fascinating trades. I think the four most important ones that we're going to highlight right now is the Clint Capela deal, the D'Angelo Russell deal, the Andre Iguodala deal, and who's the other one that got
Marcus
traded?
Morris deal.
The Marcus Morris deal. Okay, first we're going to start out with Clint Capela.
Clint.
So, okay, the Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves were involved. There was a 14 trade, but honestly,
Let's get to the real important,
the other players that were moved really don't matter. So look, the Rockets received Robert Covington, and he debuted yesterday against the Lakers. They won that game. We'll get into that later. But you also had the Hawks receiving Clint Capela, and you have the Minnesota Timberwolves receiving Malik Beasley, then Hernan Gomez, Justin Vanderbilt or Jared Vanderbilt, and Evan Turner. And the Nuggets,
Know his name. It's Jared.
Who cares?
and the Nuggets receiving Shabazz Napier, who was traded to the Wizards later on for Jordan McRae
He sucks.
and Kate's Diop,
Yeah.
and then Gerald Green, who's had been injured for the whole year, and Noah Vonleh. So the trade that I just mentioned right now, what do you guys think about who won and who lost, and who would you give the edge to?
I don't think
Who
you
would
could.
grade it?
I don't think you could determine who wins or lose yet. I think it's a little too early. I think you can obviously have your opinion on who you think is gonna ultimately end up with the winning result. I honestly, if I had to say, I would say this is a win-win for both teams. I think I was looking into, at first I didn't see the idea of Atlanta picking up Capela, but he fills some holes for them. And he is pretty young. He's only like 24, 25 years old, so he's still young. His contract is big, but it's not as big because they was probably going to, if they was going to pick up a center, it would be Whiteside or Drummond this offseason. They was probably going to ask for more money. So he fills the defensive holes. He's a rim protector. He's a great pick-and-roll guy for Trae Young, who loves to run that pick-and-roll. And for Houston, they wanted to go small anyways. They're 11-1 without Capela, so honestly, they got what they wanted. Atlanta got what they wanted, so I would say win-win.
So what do you think about Malik Beasley going to the Timberwolves? I feel like you're overlooking this player.
Nah, the thing is, I followed Malik in Florida State when he used to play with Dwayne Bacon, and I liked him as a player. I think he's young. He can score in spurts. I think Minnesota needs young guys. They got two players right now. Oh, three. Jared Culver. Sorry. Oh, and Josh Okogie.
He shoots 38% from three.
Really?
Beasley, yeah.
Did not know that. Thank you. Yeah, Beasley's a good player. I think now in this role, he's probably going to start probably tomorrow against the Clippers. So, because they have nobody. So, hopefully he does his thing. I think he's a bright spot for them. You got him. You got Culver, D'Lo, and Cat, best friends. They're both 24. So, I think Beasley was a pretty good pickup for trading virtually nothing. You got Beasley. So, yeah, I think they did a all right job.
What about you? Do you think that? All right, for you, I'm gonna just ask you strictly about the Atlanta Hawks because we're gonna get deeper into the Rockets later on. So, do you think Clint Capela makes the Hawks better? How much better?
I wouldn't say he makes them necessarily like that much better.
What do they have, 13 wins?
Yeah. I mean, they have a nice little. I like their core. They're really young and inexperienced. I mean, you got Trae Young, you got DeAndre Hunter. Cam Reddish has been playing good. You got Clint Capela, John Collins. I think Clint Capela, to Riv's point, is a good pickup because Atlanta probably would have had to pay more money for Andre Drummond. And, Clint Capela, honestly, he might not get the rebounds that he does, but he's honestly not that far off of a player as Andre Drummond. We'll see what this does. I mean, I think this is the second best player on Atlanta. Would you guys agree? Clint
John
Capela.
Collins, I would think.
I don't know.
I don't even think John Collins is better than Capela just because he plays no defense.
That's a good.
Well, but for what
that's a good
Atlanta,
front.
but for what Atlanta needs and what the way they run, I think John Collins would probably be the second best player. Because let's be realistic. Trae Young doesn't play
So you
any
don't think
defense.
Oh, no.
Cam Reddish is anywhere near that conversation?
Conversation of what?
Second best
Being
player.
the second best player.
I think his first 2 months were abysmal, like really, really garbage.
He's getting better.
Oh no, I know. I trust me.
He's
I've been
getting
paying
better.
attention.
But,
He's been playing a lot better. But Hunter, he hasn't. I think he has. Hunter has nagging injuries going on right now. He hasn't been playing really well. I think Kevin Huerter is somebody who a lot of guys don't name. He can be a lot better, but nagging injuries have been hitting him too. Jabari was playing really well for them too, but nagging injuries. I think this team has a lot of talent.
You know what I think's so funny is whenever there's like a young player that plays a little bit better than expected, there's always like these unreal expectations on them. Like I remember last year, Kevin Huerter was a rookie and he was playing, and then you had these comparisons about like, oh, it's gonna be Trae Young and Steph Curry.
Yeah, I remember
Kevin
that.
Huerter is like
They
Klay
were
Thompson.
gassing it.
Oh, dude.
Like, and you
Neither
see
of them
that,
play defense.
Yeah, like Kevin Huerter, I really don't watch the Hawks at all, so I can't really name if he's that good. But looking at his stats, he's not very good.
Well,
He got a jumper.
unfortunately, I watch every Hawks game, so I see the lows and the lows. And there really isn't many highs for them.
This
But
is a horrible defensive team.
yeah, he's a good shooter though. You see the potential. He's young. They're all young. That's really what it is for Atlanta. They're
Don't
young.
quote me on this, but I was looking the defensive rankings for the teams. I think Atlanta's like the 28th or 29th ranked defense.
Yeah,
so
they're probably
28.
they're probably
they're 28.
30.
So they gotta. Clint Capela's gonna help that. I feel like he's a good defender. I'm not gonna say he's gonna impact them like completely. He's gonna turn the defensive woes around for Atlanta, but he's a solid rim protector. Atlanta needs to they're young.
He probably brings them to like 24th.
The problem is the problem is
24 the best.
statistically DeAndre Hunter. This is embarrassing to say, but statistically DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish are their best defenders. And they start one of them. So Trae Young, John Collins, whoever was the center was, and Kevin Huerter are 4 guys in the lineup that don't play defense.
Alex Len was their center.
Yeah, well, he stopped playing. I don't know what. They just stopped playing. So you got 4 guys that don't play D in the starting lineup.
So I think we would all agree that this trade was pretty much even throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think that Denver, I don't know why they got involved in this trade. Like,
I don't know either.
what did they receive? They received Jordan McRae and all of this.
Yeah, they have like, they don't need him.
Jordan McRae's not bad, though.
He's not bad, but
He's not bad.
is he that much better than Malik Beasley?
I mean, he averages 13 points and
He played for
38%.
Washington.
Yeah, but 22 minutes a game, the same minutes around that Malik Beasley was getting.
But
Same
Beasley has
production.
more guys that, Denver has like a 9-10 guy rotation. So, and a lot of guys can get buckets and spurts. I think, honestly, I don't know what Denver idea was to get in this trade. I really don't get it, honestly.
It was the biggest trade since 2000.
And it was probably like 2 guys we can remember.
Yeah, everybody else you can't remember at all.
Shabazz,
So now
Napier.
we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this trade talk within the West, or should I say, it's one Western Conference team and 2 Eastern Conference teams. It's the Marcus Morris trade.
I would like to hear you're a Knicks fan, so I would definitely like to hear your take on this.
So honestly, at first when the news came out that we were trading Marcus Morris,
First, tell him what you gave him. Tell him what the trade was.
Okay, first the trade was Marcus Morris to the Clippers and Isaiah Thomas, which they waived Thomas. The Knicks got a 2020 first-round pick from the Clippers, a right to swap 2021 first-round picks from the Clippers, a 2021 second-round pick from Detroit, and Mo Harkless. And then the Wizards, they got Jerome Robinson and all of this. So
He sucks. Like, I need y'all to know that. Like, he sucks. Like, he's really bad. Like, he's really bad. Like, he's garbage. Oh my God. Keep going.
all right, but look, when the details first came out, and they were talking about we're gonna either move Marcus Morris for Terrence Mann or Iboko Bogo. I don't know who the hell the other guy's name was. I don't know what his name is. Mifiondu?
Fondo Kambengo.
Fondo
Who is that?
Kambengo.
He's from Florida State. He plays like
Is he whack?
Capella.
Is
He's
he whack?
legit. Like, that's what he would be.
He's whack though.
He doesn't play.
You said that he was a point forward.
No, that was Terrence Mann. I said it was a point forward.
You're saying
No, I said he was
Mifiondu.
he was a big man. He can't be no damn point
Okay,
forward.
Mifiondu. I don't know who the hell that was. I was literally upset because I thought the Knicks were gonna do another
Knicks move?
dumb move, another Knicks move, but then he surprised me.
I didn't
we
know
were
he got all them picks.
we were asking the Clippers, or we were asking everybody in the league, trade us a first-round pick for Morris. We got a first-round pick for Morris. The 2021 first-round pick, it doesn't matter. We're not going to get that pick because there's no way that we're going to be better than the Clippers next year and we're going to have to swap. So that doesn't matter at all. And we got a second-round pick. You never know what that could turn into. And recent history has shown it to turn into nothing.
Alonzo Trier was a pretty bright spot for you guys last year.
We also got the rights to this overseas player from Ukraine called Isuf Sanin, which he's probably never going to play in the NBA anyway. So it really doesn't matter. But I think the only good thing to this trade is that we got a pick, and I guess Mo Harkless can help somewhat on defense. But
Yo, bro, he sucks on offense.
Look, all I need. Look, I want you guys to listen to this. I have a bet with JC. If the Knicks win 30 games in the season, he owes me $50. Right now, they're at 16 games. They need 14 games left. They need to win 14 more. I just need Mo Harkless to have like 5 out-of-body performances.
You're asking for a lot.
He just has to have 5 out-of-body performances.
He might give you 0.
He might give me a few.
I want you to sit here. He's defensively. He's been very well this year. Offensively, he sucks. Like, he really sucks. Like not even sugarcoating.
That's gonna change when he gets on the floor.
I just want you to know that we're in month February and you're begging to get 30 wins. I just want you to know that.
Hey, I'm fine with that. But okay, on to the Marcus Morris, which I think is the biggest splash. Because let's be honest, nobody really cares about the Wizards. I don't think they're relevant going forward this season. As bad as the Knicks are, they're more relevant than the Wizards just because it's the Knicks.
Yeah, it's Madison Square Garden.
So Marcus Morris is on the Clippers. So what are your expectations of how far they go?
Well, I mean, the Lakers were beasting for him. The Clippers were beasting for him. Those were the two main teams that were talked about getting him. I think everybody kept saying whoever gets him was going to be over the hump of the other team. The Clippers got him. So now you look at it as you got Luell, you got Montrezl, you got Paul George, you got Kawhi, you got Marcus Morris. You got the 5 guys who can score 15 or more a game. Then you got Landry Shamet, who's pretty good. You got Ivica Zubac, who's pretty good. I don't know why he doesn't play a lot, but he's pretty good. So now you got, first, realistically, let's think about it like this. Who is the Lakers' 3 best players?
LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Kyle Kuzma.
Marcus Morris is better than Kyle Kuzma, and that's their 5th best player. So looking at it like that, the Clippers just basically they're gonna win the chip. Honestly, like
I'm gonna shock you guys what I'm gonna say, but
you're gonna say
keep
something.
going.
I want to hear what you're gonna say.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm looking at you straight in the camera. This Marcus Morris deal is not gonna win the Clippers the championship. Yeah, I heard it here first. Y'all see me? I'm being dead serious. 43%. I'm dead serious, 44. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm really gonna tell you why. I think come playoff time, it's not even you don't have to worry about him. It's just you have to worry about Paul George being healthy come playoff time. You know, he's had a lot of nagging injuries this year. If Paul George somehow doesn't play in the playoffs or doesn't play up to par, who's their second best player that you think can check Anthony Davis or play up to the level of Anthony Davis?
That Anthony Davis is just as injury prone as Paul George, right?
Oh yeah, I know. But
so if you're gonna play that game, you gotta play both sides.
Historically, Paul George is known to do bad in the playoffs.
So look,
he turns into basically Cam Reddish.
I mean, look, I don't know why people are like the same goes with Iguodala. I don't know why people are saying like if he goes on the team, he's gonna elevate them to a championship. I think Marcus Morris, his role is gonna completely change. He's just gonna be a 3-and-D guy.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question.
And as the season's going on, I mean, I would hope that Kyle Kuzma gets better as the season goes on, but
that's laughable.
I would hope.
Let me ask you a question. Realistically, I want you to answer this with your honest opinion.
Answer it. Go ahead.
If the Lakers got Marcus Morris, what have you just said?
Be
honest. No. Be honest.
Look, well, we gotta look at it like this too. His role is just gonna change. He's not gonna come to that team and average 19 points per game.
Of course not.
He's averaging 20.
Oh, he's averaging 20?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, you guys were that bad?
He's rounding it. It's 19.7.
It's 19.8.
All right, so whatever. We'll give him the benefit of that. We'll say
you can round it.
Yeah, let's say he averages 20. I just don't think that Marcus Morris is that much of an impact player to propel a team to a championship. Because the Clippers, I mean, we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to stick by what I said. I don't think that him going on the Clippers by any means guarantees him a championship at all. Like a lot of the media and sports outlet are saying. I got the Lakers, but that's another topic for another day.
Still have the Lakers?
But I'll stick by it.
So over here in this table, he thinks the Clippers win a championship. I'm sticking with the Rockets, and he got the Lakers winning the championship.
At the end of the day, it's pretty what it is.
Oh my God, you still have the Lakers?
I just really want to know, like, Marcus Morris is gonna propel the Clippers
he
to
already
a championship,
brings
bro.
them up a notch. First of all, the Clippers already beat them twice.
And
they haven't been.
You expect them to start or come off the bench?
He's gonna start. Mo Harkless is gone. He was a starter. He's probably gonna.
We gotta see how everything gels and meshes together.
The Lakers, the Rockets, and the Clippers those two teams haven't peaked yet.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers literally have. We've seen their peak. Like
the second best record in the league?
No, I'm saying we've seen the best the Lakers could play. The Rockets haven't played.
I don't agree with that.
The Rockets haven't played their best basketball. The Clippers haven't even been healthy to play their best.
The only
basketball.
player that on the Clippers that I know for certain, well, I don't know for certain obviously, but I bet money on him showing up in the playoffs consistently is Kawhi Leonard because of what he did last year.
You don't bet on Lou Will?
I was gonna say Lou Will. Lou Will will come. He'll do his thing. On the Lakers, I know LeBron James is gonna show up, and if he's healthy, I know Anthony Davis is certainly gonna show up for sure.
You can, I mean,
for sure because when Anthony Davis has been in the playoffs,
3 playoff series from Anthony Davis.
Yeah, why not make it like? I mean, he's a superstar.
I mean, 3 playoff series though. You better.
I don't know, man. He swept the Blazers one year. He had good numbers against the
He
Warriors.
swept the Blazers because Drew Holiday locked up Dame Lillard.
But I don't.
You know what I mean?
I don't think it's fair to say that the Lakers reached their peak because LeBron in the playoffs turns it up to another level.
That's fair to say.
Everything is defense, is offense. Yeah, I gave you Kawhi. Kawhi's playoff performance last year was historic.
I mean, Kawhi and Paul George are 17-4 when they played. They only played 21.
Yo, Paul George
together.
Scares me when he's in the playoffs, man. I hope he can be healthy. I hope I want to see a consistent playoff run from Paul George just being healthy. Last year didn't really end well because he had a nagging shoulder injury. I just want to see Paul George healthy in the playoffs.
Don't get me wrong. Last year, people say all this about Paul George. Paul George played a pretty impressive series.
He was hurt.
Shoulders. So, and it's everybody. If you had the injury he had, you know how hard it is to lift your shoulders up and shoot the ball.
We
he had
need
a
him to be
pretty
healthy.
well series.
How many games has he played this year? He's been pretty injury prone this year, right?
Yeah, nagging injuries. They've only played 21 games together.
He's got to get
Kawhi
that.
And Paul, they've only played 21.
All right, so this next trade we're gonna talk about is the Cavaliers trading for Andre Drummond. And the Pistons basically
they're dumb.
They just the Cavaliers gave up donuts. They didn't give up shit.
Brandon Knight hasn't played ball in like 2 years.
Yeah, honestly, the Pistons didn't get shit in this trade for a player.
they got like a second rounder and 2 players, right?
They got him. No, they got a second rounder, Brandon Knight and John Henson
in the 2020 class.
Yeah,
this class is. I don't know why people are putting their baskets.
I remember John Henson from North Carolina more than I do any NBA team that he's been on.
I remember on the Bucks.
We played the Bucks in the playoffs a few times, so I remember him a little bit.
Wait, the Chicago Bulls did?
Yeah.
That must have been long ago. That was pretty long ago.
You really want to do that, bro? Like, I don't think you really want to do that.
Let's talk about the trade, though. What do you think about this move? Just to put this into perspective, now the combination of Larry Nance, Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, and Andre Drummond are making $85 million this year.
Well...
And next year, Nance, Kevin Love, and Drummond are going to be making a combined $67 million.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You look at the Cleveland roster; it's like all over the place, right? You got too many guards, too many bigs, not enough wings. They say they want to keep Drummond. They want to put him in a competitive winning situation. I really don't know how they're going to do that. Darius Garland hasn't been playing well at all this year. Colin Sexton, he's just a shoot first, not pass the ball guard. Kevin Porter comes off the bench. I don't need to say any more about that. Their backcourt average is like 4 assists a game. So, like, Tristan Thompson, I don't think they're going to bring back. Drummond, they're probably going to sign to an extension. So, you got Drummond and K-Love. The good thing about that is that they won't get in the way of each other because K-Love could play outside. Drummond, so that's the good thing. But Kevin Love's getting older. So, I don't see the direction. I have them in my mock draft picking a forward to fill up that wing spot. I don't think they're going to pick a guard this year or a big. But I don't know the direction of the Cavs. I'm going to be honest. Or Detroit. I really don't know.
I think that it'll definitely be a better fit than what was in Detroit with Griffin and Drummond.
Because K-Love, yeah.
I don't know, but their ceiling to me is like an 8 seed to 6 seed team. Because I think
with
Kevin
this
Love
right now?
I mean, not with this roster right now, but I think if you add somebody.
They're in cap hell, though.
Yeah, they're in cap hell.
Matthew Dellavedova, did they trade him?
Yeah, or I don't even know if he's still on the team.
Because he's getting paid like $12 million a year, too.
Yeah, they have problems all over the place. So I don't know. What do you think, JC, about this trade?
Oh my God. Okay. This is all right. Detroit sucks. The Cleveland Cavaliers suck. I don't understand this trade whatsoever, but I'm just gonna say it like this. The Cavs have a lot of problems, and Andre Drummond is not going to fix it. He's just going to demand more money and ruin other spots that you can fulfill with this roster. Colin Sexton, up and down. Darius Garland, trash. Kevin Porter, who my friend Michael Guaba said was going to be the next James Harden, we're not even going to speak on that. Yes, he did. We are not going to speak on that. Look,
that's OD.
At the end of the day, I'm with River. The Cavs roster is all over the place.
That's OD.
They have a point guard who can't really run an offense, who can't set up plays.
They have two guards playing the one.
Kevin Love is getting old. Don't know why I hope they trade him, but this whole situation where they're going to have to pay Andre Drummond, Larry Nance, and Kevin Love $85 million? $85 million? Come on, man. That's crazy. In Detroit, I don't even know what to say about them either. Their best player is Derrick Rose, surrounded by no one.
I have a question.
Literally no one.
They should have just traded Luke Kennard if they were going to trade
Literally.
They actually had offers for him, like a first rounder for him.
Yeah, I don't know what these teams are doing.
But goddamn, hold up. Before you get to your question, what the hell? What is up with Blake Griffin? What's going to happen to him? He's stuck.
He's done.
No, he's going to be a free agent 2021.
Who's going to want him? He's an injury-prone big man.
I mean, I can see a team that misses out on Kawhi and Giannis and all these other guys getting Blake.
There's so much talent in 2021. I think Blake is like the 15th best player.
Yeah, I saw it. He was last on the most coveted players of the free agent class.
I have a question for you guys. All right, so you know how they offered up. That was probably one of the. There wasn't many offers for Drummond.
Yeah,
obviously. Do you think that's the testament to Drummond's play style or his lack of getting better as the years have progressed? What do you think about the fact that there was that bad of an offer for Drummond? There wasn't anything really better for Andre Drummond.
If I'm being honest, I have two takes on it. One is I think that he's an expiring player, so you weren't going to get much for him. But two, I really doubted that was the best offer that there was for Drummond. I'm pretty sure the Knicks offered something better. Honestly, if I was the Pistons, I'd rather take Kevin Knox and take Brendan Knight, John Henson, and a second-round pick. I know that Kevin Knox sucks, but I'm just saying, at least he's like a guy that, he's 6'10". Maybe he could groom into something. Brendan Knight, he's going to be out the team in we don't even know how long. John Henson.
This is last year.
I forgot John Henson.
John Henson, he's going to be gone. What is that second round pick going to turn into? Come on. It's a second round pick. It's not the NFL where picks are worth something. Second round picks in the NBA are kind of worthless unless you know how to draft.
Yeah.
And it's honestly really risky. For you to get a gem, you really have to be a team that's in the right situation to develop that player. If you're like the Pistons, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, their player development is terrible.
But I think that the Pistons wanted to move Drummond because maybe they believe in Christian Wood.
Oh my God.
He's horrible.
Nah,
he's not horrible.
Nah, he's not
I gas it.
You don't sit there and say, I don't believe in Christian Wood.
He's okay.
It's just I can't believe, honestly, with that Kevin Knox thing, it's really about would you rather have a guy who sucks and doesn't play or a guy who sucks and plays? So it's
bro, Drummond should have went to a contender. He should have went to a team that could use his services.
I don't think Boston offered him though.
I don't know why, man.
He's better than give up Smart or something like that.
Defensively, he's better than any center they have right now. He's gonna get a lot of rebounds for you guys.
Would you give up Marcus Smart, Daniel Tyson, and his cancer for Andre Drummond? I wouldn't.
You know what I think?
Nah.
You know what
that's
I
too
think?
much.
You know what I think? It's a common problem between NBA fans. I think that people are overvaluing the center position now.
Of course, a Rockets fan would say that.
I just don't think that the center position is that important. If it's not a dominant player, Drummond, what is he gonna do? Honestly.
Well, Drummond is Drummond, but if it's a guy like the Joker, it's very important.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but what about Gobert?
Very important.
Very important. He impacts the game
defensively.
PJ Tucker played for 40 minutes against Gobert. He was 6'5", and they beat the Jazz.
They beat the Jazz because Eric Gordon had the best game of his life.
And without Harden.
Let's be realistic. Eric Gordon had the best game of his life.
Yeah.
That's why he had 50.
All
and
right,
by the way,
still,
that was on your favorite player.
Gobert was
it wasn't all on
your favorite
player. All on him.
Nah, he cooks Donovan.
It wasn't all on him.
He cooks
but
Donovan.
Yeah, that's why they won the game. And Rudy Gobert's not an offensive
Now, what
player.
I'm saying, I think people are overvaluing the center. if the Celtics were to get Andre Drummond, I don't feel like that puts them over the top in the East. It just doesn't. I think it really has them in the same.
Well, the reason,
boat.
I mean, I understand your point, but for most analysts and most media, the reason why they're saying Boston isn't over the top is because they lack size.
But that's because they got to go against Embiid.
But Drummond and Embiid embarrasses Drummond.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be a good fit.
Like, who in the East that has a center is it's a dominant big, and you got to be like, whoa, I got to worry about that.
I mean,
guy.
Giannis would be defined as a dominant big.
Yeah, he is
Okay.
a dominant big.
I can see that.
You wouldn't say Pascal Siakam's a big, right?
No,
even though he plays the four.
He's too skinny to be a big.
But if you
He's
saw
inside
the
outside guy.
if you saw the Detroit and Milwaukee series, Giannis was having his way with Drummond.
But they were really the worst 8 seed ever. like, come on, like look at the team.
I don't know.
Don Maker was starting.
I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, I feel sorry for Drummond that he's gonna have to play for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Should have traded him to somebody who could at least
hasn't gotten better.
I mean,
look, all I gotta say to this is
they'll be whacked.
Drummond has been in the league for so long, and for you to say that, for you to be all heartbroken, like you got stood up at prom is ridiculous. What the hell is the point of that? I just don't know what the point of it is.
Bro, he got traded to the Cavs.
Look,
that's the point.
I don't give a damn.
The
Cavs are trash.
He's making $28 million. I'll get traded. I'll go to
Iowa. You see the
Iowa.
video of him? He was in the snow like, let's go Cleveland. He don't care, bro. He's about to get paid.
Andre Drummond, this is my only problem with it all. And it's not even a problem. It's just like, why the hell would you do this? Andre Drummond goes on social media and posts a picture of him carrying his kid and says, son, yeah, he's like, son, just remember, nobody is loyal. Like, what the hell? Your son doesn't know what the hell you're talking about right now. Like, he's like 2. It just doesn't matter. Like, you gotta stop being so heartbroken and work on your game.
Yeah, he needs to work on his game.
How old is he? He's like 26, right?
He's dead young. He needs to work on his game for real.
He's never gonna get a jumper.
Like no, some real like now I'm getting mad on some dead ass shit. He got to work on his game. Like he's been the same player since he got in the league. He gets more.
So
minutes.
would you consider him more of a role player if he's on a contender?
He's literally in between an above average player and an all-star. Like you can throw him in an all-star game, or you can.
So in Boston, he would be a role player. Just grab his rebounds, right?
Grab your rebound, get
play
some defense, rebound, throw it out, play defense, get a defensive rebound. That's it.
All right, I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of talking about this trade because I don't think it matters.
Detroit and Cleveland are going to be
really
bad
don't think
for
it matters.
a long time.
Now we're going to talk about a trade that actually can matter. It's the Minnesota and Golden State deal. So the Warriors got Andrew Wiggins, 2021 first-round pick, top 3 protected, mind you, and a 2021 second-rounder. So basically, Minnesota gave up both their picks next year for D'Angelo Russell. So if you guys didn't know, Russell is now on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And
I got a lot to say about this.
Honestly, before you go, I'll say this. I don't think this makes Minnesota that much better. I think you have D'Lo and Cat who are bad defenders. I don't know what Beasley is as a defender. But you have guys who can't play defense. And I think that's been their Achilles heel. On the bright side, you have D'Lo who can space the floor, Malik Beasley who can space the floor. They just got James Johnson who's a defensive wing and he can shoot somewhat. So, I don't know. I don't expect them to do anything, but I think the biggest story in this all is how the Warriors rebounded from basically all these injuries, and now next year they're probably going to be a contender again. And I think they're going to be by far the best team in the NBA next year.
By far?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, like I think they're gonna be the best team. Yeah.
You think like that? You know what by far means, right? Like it's like above and beyond, like everybody else.
I think they'll be by far the best.
You think
team.
they can beat the Clippers next year?
You think a team with Steph Curry can be wow?
Montrezl Harrell is a free agent.
They're gonna pay him.
Yeah.
How much though? Are they gonna have money to pay him?
They have enough to re-sign him. The thing is, it depends on how much Lou Will asks for, because Lou Will's contract is up too.
No, he's not a free agent next year.
No, he is a free agent this year. Look it up.
I'm gonna look it up later.
Back to this though, because we're a little bit off topic. This bodes well for Minnesota's future. Obviously, both guys are 24, 25.
They're young.
Oh, I'm sorry. They also got Amari Spellman.
Anyways,
and Jacob Evans.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways,
right. Amari Spellman. I watch Warriors games.
He's horrible.
Sucks.
He
sucks.
I'm better than him.
Yeah, no, for real. One thing to think about though is Warriors got those 2021 picks, and 2021 draft is going to be very, very deep. This class coming up is pretty weak.
We 2021.
But yeah, 2020 is pretty weak. But 2021 is slated to be a very, very deep class with a lot of talent
And a lot of free agents.
So one thing, exactly.
It's gonna
So
be a
one
crazy
thing
year.
to look for, they got some. See, the thing is, the Warriors are setting themselves up for a blockbuster trade if they need to, or to get draft picks to get their team better.
Yeah.
You get Steph back, you get Clay back. They believe in their play. I think anybody can believe in Golden State's player development. I think they're gonna unlock whatever everybody's thinking Wiggins has, which is untapped potential. He's supposed to be something. He has the athleticism to play D. He has the athleticism to be a really good scorer, efficient scorer. He has the ability to shoot the 3-ball if he just works on his game. So he's 6'8", he's good size, 7'3" wingspan. He has all the tools. He just doesn't have the mindset, and I think Golden State can unlock it, and if they don't, well, damn. I mean, they still got Steph, Clay, and Draymond.
I don't know. He's like 26. I think that 24. I think that mindset is.
I mean, he's put up 24 a game repeatedly, so he has something.
He's not a bad player.
Yeah, I don't know. Nick Wright called him a bad basketball player.
Nah, he's not a bad.
No, he's not a bad player. He's actually a good player.
He's a really good player, but
he's averaging what, like 22?
He's supposed to be superstar, all-star type. That was the potential for Wiggins.
Look, Andrew Wiggins is a really good player. People just have this unrealistic expectation of him, so just since he's just good, people think he's bad.
He's not bad. I think he could be a lot better.
Good player.
He could be a lot better.
So what are your thoughts about this trade?
I like the trade for the Timberwolves. One, because it addresses the point guard situation if you decide to keep D'Lo, which I think they will. So that
D'Lo for a while, too.
He's locked up. That position's locked up. Cat as a center, locked up for good. We're gonna talk about the team defensively. Like Joel said, the team defensively is really bad. I think D'Angelo Russell fixes their point guard problems, like I said, but I think they need to add better defensive role players that could help them. As far as Andrew Wiggins to the Golden State Warriors goes, I think Andrew Wiggins is a good player. He's averaging, 22, 23 points per game, and that's honestly without him not trying at all. You know what I mean? There's games where he'll explode, and then there's games where he just looks uninterested in playing basketball. You got Steph, Clay, Draymond. You're going to get a top, 3-5 pick. You can't really actually, I can't say that.
Just say they're going to get a lottery pick.
Yeah, they're going to get a lottery pick because, the new lottery system.
I mean, the lottery is rated. It's
rigged.
Rigged. The
Yeah.
Warriors are probably going to get a top 3 pick.
They should. I mean,
It's not rigged. If it was rigged, the Knicks would have gotten the number 1 pick.
No, it's rigged because you guys don't get it. They don't want you to win. You're not successful. Anyways, keep going. JC.
So I think the Warriors are good. Obviously, developing their players. I think they're gonna unlock a certain beast that's in Andrew Wiggins. I think Andrew Wiggins is a better option than Harrison Barnes ever was, and I think Andrew Wiggins is a better player and option than Andre Iguodala ever was, in my opinion. He's
That's a stretch.
He's gonna take a lot of the scoring load off of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Steph Curry's probably going to average 26, 27. Klay his 20, 22, 21 points per game, and Andrew Wiggins is going to be right there with 20 points. He's got everything to be a good scorer. I like the trade for Golden State going forward. They got youthful. They're going to get a draft pick, a lottery pick. I like this team going forward.
That was.
I'm just sorry.
Yeah,
I just have to interject.
No, me too.
You said that they're gonna unlock a beast in Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
What the hell is this, Teen Wolf? You got the moonshine on him, and he just turns into like a superstar. I don't know. I don't see that.
Yo,
I think
you said that I was appalled. I'm like, a beast,
a beast.
That was OD.
Those are stretchy
a
words.
Beast? And then you said he was better than Iggy. Come on.
He is better than Iggy. Come on, bro. He is better than Iggy.
Bro, just because you put up 24 on a bad team,
bro, he is better than Iggy, bro. So you trust Iggy, 36-year-old, right now going on his team?
You said he was better than when Iggy was.
Because Iggy was a bench player, bro.
Iggy was not a bro. He
didn't start.
To come off the bench.
He didn't start. What?
He wanted to
he
come
did.
He's not starting. He's not starting over Kevin Durant, bro.
Bro, before that, come on.
No, before.
So we gonna sit here and say Andrew Wiggins is not better than Harrison Barnes when he was on the Warriors.
Oh, I gave you that. You see, I didn't say nothing about that, but better than Iggy.
So you can't see Andrew Wiggins with this team averaging 20, 21 points per game.
That's not what they necessarily need. They didn't need Iggy to put up 20 a game. They needed him to play D and be.
But I'm saying, Iggy can't put up 20 a game because he's never done that in his career, bro.
He's actually put up 19 though.
18.
19,
18.
7 and 7 though.
18,
like,
bro. He's never put up 20 in his life. So no, he's not a scorer.
You mean to tell me he couldn't put up 20 a game on a weak Timberwolves team who gives them the ball every play?
Who?
Andre.
Bro,
Wiggins?
he
Andre
he has more.
Wait, hold
He
up.
has
Wiggins
more ways to score than Iguodala,
Wiggins
bro.
has never been an all-star, bro. Let's just put it there. Let's just put our foot down there.
How many times has Iguodala made the All-Star team? Once.
Once.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure once.
Cool.
Yeah.
What you mean?
That's cool. What
you saying
mean?
it's cool, but Wiggins got
Nigga,
zero.
He's a one-time All-Star.
think
Wiggins
he's
is
been more than
24.
once.
I'm not saying Wiggins is gonna be an All-Star, but I'm saying the mindset. I feel like the Warriors are gonna
You
like.
said unlock a beast.
They are.
I need
Yo,
you
we're
to explain what a
gonna
beast
revisit
is.
this next year, and
A
when
beast?
Andrew Wiggins is killing for the Warriors,
You just
we
said
gonna
he's
see.
not gonna average like.
How do you know they're not just gonna trade him, bro? That's
I mean,
a
if they
possibility,
trade
too.
him, then we have to make
you
another
said
video.
Curry's gonna average 26, 27.
Yeah.
Clay's gonna average 21, 22. So Wiggins is probably gonna slate around 19, 20. How
I
is
said
that a beast?
20 to 21.
So actually, this is actually an
So how is that a beast?
Because if he can do it efficiently, it's good.
This is actually an interesting fact. You know that from the 2015 draft class, the top 10 picks, there's only one player that's still on the team that drafted him.
Wait, what year?
That's Karl Anthony Towns
Oh, I was gonna say that.
in 2015.
He was gonna. You know what's crazy about this trade saved Karl Anthony Towns because he was going to leave if they didn't.
No,
make a
he
move.
said that getting D'Lo is an incentive for him
Yeah.
to
He
stay.
was literally gonna leave.
And what that basically means is that now that cat is gonna suffer with his best friend.
I mean, would
in
you rather
Minnesota.
suffer with your best friend or suffer alone?
I suffer with my best friend, but shit, I'd rather not suffer at all.
I think they could make the playoffs once, twice.
But they got to get those. They got to get the role players. They got to get the role
They
players.
could touch an 8th seed, 7th, 6th, maybe.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, stand on that statement. Andrew
It's just
Wiggins
that
being
defense-
better
that
than Andre
defense really
Iguodala was on the
sucks.
Warriors.
I want y'all to all, yo, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You said a beast though. That's like
We gonna see.
Wiggins.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
I've never seen. Beast
Okay,
for
now
him.
since we mentioned Iguodala in this is the last trade we're gonna talk about, which was probably the last notable trade that happened during the trade deadline. This is Andre Iguodala getting traded to the Heat, along with Solomon Hill, the always overpaid player, and Jay Crowder.
Yo, he's really a thief. Solomon Hill, he gets paid OD for no reason. He doesn't play.
And he actually got a contract when the luxury tax or the cap space went up.
That was from
crazy.
the Pelicans, right?
Yeah.
He got one from the Pacers before that, and then got one from the
Yo,
Pelicans. He doesn't play.
Riv, you think Andre Iguodala makes a difference for Miami,
think
bro?
Andre-
Okay, hold
Iguodala.
up. Because I didn't even name who the Grizzlies got. The
They got
Grizzlies
some good players. Justin Winslow,
Deion Waiters and
James Johnson, but then they traded him.
yeah, James Johnson.
I think Justice Winslow is a really good player for them, though. He's still
He's a
only
good
24.
player.
He
He's a
can
good
play
player.
D. He can run the offense.
Wait, Justin Winslow, you said?
Yeah. I think Dion, I don't know what his vibe is, but I like Justin Winslow. Iggy is probably the biggest finesser of all time. He managed to not play one game and got a $30 million contract.
See, that's what I don't get. There should be a rule against that. Like, you should be able to find a player. and not
He was
play,
supposed to
pay
get no,
him.
but then again, the Grizzlies did. They have never. They told him
From the start
you're
of the
just
year.
here for trade assets. You're
Yeah.
not gonna play. They did tell him that.
Okay.
So he that's what the young players don't get. They think he's not playing because he doesn't want to, but the front office already told him.
I think
he's
it was
not gonna
mutual.
play. No, the front office told he's not gonna play.
Nah, but
He's just
Iggy
a trade
said that
asset.
he didn't want to play for Memphis. Though.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean if
He
you
could have at least been at the
Joel,
games,
let's be
man.
realistic. Me and you say we don't want to go to work every day of our lives, but we go.
that's
we have
totally
to.
different though.
No, because we have to. He would have played if he had to.
No, because Iggy literally said if I'm not traded, I'm not gonna play regardless.
Oh, he's trying. He would have had to play. They'd have fined him. The reason why they didn't fine him probably is because the front office told him, "You're just a trade asset. You're just here to get traded."
Yeah.
Like if you just and $30 million from the Miami Heat. I mean, it is a team option though, or a player option. I think it was a team option. If it was a team option, because his contract ends in 2021.
I
So
think it is a team option, but they extended him 2 years, $30 million.
I think the third year is a team though.
The second.
Second,
Yeah.
And the second year is 2021.
Yeah.
They're so smart.
That's
Oh my
because
God.
Iguodala said that he'll go to the Heat and he'll accept an extension, and if they land a superstar, then he'll take a pay cut. If they don't land a superstar, he's gonna take his whole 15 mil.
He's so gangster. Like, what this does for Miami is just adds another defender though, and a playoff. You know what it is? He has playoff experience. He can help the young guys.
But then you got Iggy and Jay Crowder. I doubt Jay Crowder's not gonna play. He's gonna play.
It's gonna be. You know what it is? I don't know. It's gonna be tough for that lineup because they already play like 8-9 guys.
Yeah, so like Duncan Robinson's probably not gonna get minutes anymore.
But they need him to get minutes. He's a shooter. Like he can stroke it. Pause.
Maybe Tyler Hero.
He needs minutes, but they're always hurt too. I mean, it's for the playoffs.
Bro, they space the floor, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, Jay Crowder can shoot though and play defense.
It would have made more sense to just get Jay Crowder for less money than Andre Iguodala, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what this idea. I mean, I like Iggy. He's a good player.
We're gonna see, bro. I don't think Iggy makes a difference, bro. I'm being honest with you.
I mean, I still think they're not title contenders even with this move.
I think they're ECF contenders. I wouldn't say title contenders.
Who can they beat?
They can beat they can beat everybody on that list.
In a 7-game series.
Just to let you guys know, the list is Boston, Philly, Indiana, and Toronto.
Yeah, they can beat everybody on that list. If you had Toronto as title contenders. I strongly, really, that's the one team I would put my house money on that Miami can beat. Yeah.
Yo, I don't think so, bro.
Nah,
I don't think so
I
at all.
I don't think Toronto's which I think it is. I think they're
Toronto's
playing really great in the regular season, but come playoff time, I gotta see because they don't have that man. So I gotta see it. I've seen bad games from Pascal last year and Kyle Lowry, Mr. 0-point performer. So I gotta see.
He takes a lot of charges though.
Good job.
He's a good defender.
Yeah, he's a good defender, but you can't now that Kyle Lowry's your second best player. You can't have 0.
I mean, I can say the same thing for Kendrick Nunn.
But Fred
Who's
VanVleet's
never played a
averaging
playoff game.
18.
Exactly, he's never played a
It's the
playoff
same as
game.
putting
Bam
up 0.
Adebayo's never played really a
that's what
playoff
them
game.
is inexperience. So.
That's what I'm saying.
If I had to put my money on
we're
it,
talking about the Raptors, who I mean, most of this roster was in the championship. Man, they was playing in the champ. Fred VanVleet stepped it up in the finals. Kyle Lowry played good. I'm taking, if it's in a 7-game series, you're crazy for putting a house on it.
Miami home, I'm taking Miami
for
home.
putting the house on it. I think you're crazy.
But who's the second seed? Didn't Toronto?
Toronto's the second seed.
That's what I said. If Miami's home, I'll put my house money in Miami.
Miami's the 5th seed right now.
Yeah, but this all close.
I don't know, man. I mean,
so I think Riv thinks that they're gonna be Eastern Conference Championship. They're gonna make it. That's what you're saying right now.
No, I said but with the
I mean,
East,
he has
tough.
him as a pretender/contender there.
Yeah, so it's really tough, like because all those teams are really good. So and it depends on the seeding, But I would, if I had to put my money on who Miami can beat on that list, if they're home, I think they can beat Indiana and Toronto. I would put my house money.
Indiana,
I think for me,
I can understand that.
I think the Heat are pretenders. I'm not taking them seriously this year.
Well,
2021,
good team.
It's different though.
We'll see because things could change.
I had them in the second round.
Things could
losing
change
in the second round.
So it's tough to see. They have Jimmy Butler, who's a pretty great.
I think out of all those teams there, the team that they will struggle with the most would be Toronto to beat them. I don't have any faith in Philly, man. I'm sorry.
Struggle the most is first of all, the best team on that list is Boston.
I think they can. We'll see. I think they can.
Toronto cannot beat Boston.
We're gonna have to find out when they play.
No, I'm willing to put my life on that one. They could be home on the road. Toronto cannot beat
not
Boston.
much respect for the Raptors.
No, I have respect for them. I don't think they're like no. You're right. I don't have no respect for them yet. I got to see it without Kawhi. The regular season's cool. They've been balling. Nick Nurse is a really great coach. They got a lot of good pieces. I got to see them without Kawhi. Their best player is Pascal now, so I got to see what a Pascal their
They're on a
team
12-game
like.
win streak.
Yeah, so was Utah, but Utah was still a pretender to me with that 15-game win streak.
They're in the West though.
Yeah.
That's different. I think if Utah was in the East, they can make the finals.
So you're kind of proving my point because the 15-game win streak for Utah looks better because they were.
Nah,
in the
if you
West.
look at their 10-game win streak, they beat a lot of bad teams.
Okay.
Toronto's beating a lot of pretty good teams. They just beat Indiana yesterday. It was a good team.
Yeah, well, Indiana has yet to get back to.
But I'm just saying that the Raptors, the players, but outside of Kawhi and coaching, they all have finals experience. They know what it's like to go play on the road. I mean, like you're right.
Boston,
you got to see
Boston. That group has played aside from Kemba. That group has played together for a while, and they've been to the ECF.
I ain't gonna lie. The verdict is out on Jason Tatum when it comes to the playoffs because of last year. He played really bad. He played really bad.
Right there.
Yeah, no, you're wrong.
Okay, who did he play good against?
No, I'm not saying that, but his rookie year, he had a phenomenal playoff.
Yeah,
bro.
That was like 2 years ago, bro.
That was literally the year before last year.
That was 2 years ago.
How you gonna knock that, but then take 2 series and then just completely disregard that year?
He played horrible those series. He literally played horrible. The same reason you got on Kyrie, who's an NBA champion.
I don't say Kyrie's playoff before that is shunned away because of last year.
What other series has Kyrie played bad in besides the one that you were fixated on?
What you just said was because of last year, the jury is up on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, it is.
That's like me saying because of last year, the jury's up on Kyrie. No.
Yeah, I think you're wrong right there.
But the thing is, you guys have a small sample size. Kyrie has a big sample size.
So if you have a small, you have to wait on it then. If it's a small sample size.
You can't say the jury is out.
If it's a small sample size.
There's not enough evidence.
Yeah.
He just played bad in back-to-back series last year.
There's more evidence. Yeah, and
there's more evidence of Kyrie playing good.
Wait, we're not talking about
we're not going to talk about like it was all him his rookie year because everybody was playing good. Terry Rozier was playing good. Jaylen Brown was playing good. Jaylen Brown was playing good.
I'm saying though, Jason Tatum has more good playoff series than bad.
Okay, so he had a good one. He had a good series against Cleveland. He averaged 18 that series, right?
So why is the jury up though if he has more good playoff series than bad?
No, he doesn't, bro.
Yes, he does.
Bro, he has 3-2. His whole
so you're
first round, second round, third round, he played good.
That Milwaukee team when they beat Giannis at 7, you were saying that team was a really bad team. That's literally what you were telling me. So he had a good series against a really bad team.
When you lose your first best player and your second best player, and the other team's best player is better than all of you, and it goes 7, I mean the series went 7, bro.
Yeah, but you were the one saying that Bucks team was a bad team.
That's the same team that Mike Budenholzer took to 60 wins.
The Bucks,
coaching matters. Mike Budenholzer
could have literally won that series when first of all when Kyrie and Hayward didn't play, people were dead.
I'm not gonna lie, Terry Rozier was the best player in that series. He really cooked.
Jason Tatum played really
okay,
well.
But Jason Tatum was the best player in Cleveland series. Terry Rozier was the best player in the Milwaukee series.
What about the Philly series?
Against LeBron.
I don't know who was the best player in the
against LeBron. Look what you just said.
What?
Jason Tatum was the best player.
That Cleveland team sucked though, bro.
But it was against LeBron.
That's just one player, bro. I mean, he's a great player, but can we talk about everybody else? So can we talk about George Hill? Trash.
Talk about Jason Tatum's matchup. It was LeBron, bro.
He wasn't guarding LeBron, bro.
Oh, okay, bro.
Bro, Jaylen Brown was guarding LeBron.
All right, bro.
I mean, I don't know.
The jury isn't out. That's all I'm saying.
To me, it's out. To them, it's not out. We're gonna see how he plays in the playoffs this year.
So we're gonna talk about.
So what's your jury on Kyle Lowry? He literally had about 2 bad series last year and 2 good ones. What's the jury on that?
I didn't speak on Kyle Lowry.
No, I'm asking you, what's the jury? If that's the case.
Kyle Lowry played pretty good in the finals.
See, look what you're doing. He had 2 bad and 2 good.
But that's a big stage to play good on. But he has way more bad games than.
So what's the jury on Kyle Lowry?
I mean, I don't trust Kyle Lowry in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
I don't trust him in the playoffs. Yeah, I don't trust him in the playoffs, but I don't trust like Jason Tatum to dominate in the playoffs either.
I don't know. He is only 21.
He's nice. Oh, he's dumb. JT's dumb nice. Don't get me wrong. JT's dumb nice. I like JT.
It's too early to say.
I don't know. Is he gonna be walking in the best player?
So is the jury out on Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs too? Because he stunk it up against Houston.
Oh,
twice.
Wait, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Not the rookie. Not the rookie year. He didn't.
He wasn't that good.
Bro, what?
Rookie year. Bro, against OKC he was dominant.
No,
against Houston he wasn't that good.
He's my favorite player. We're gonna pull up the stats outside of the podcast. I'm gonna show you the stats because he averaged like 32 and like 10.
I want you to show me field goal percentage. I want you to show me field goal percentage. That's what I want you to show me.
Bro, he was the only source of offense on that team.
No, I don't want to hear that.
He was.
Because James Harden was always the one source of offense.
James Harden's way better than him.
No, but I don't want to hear that.
But James Harden's way better than him. That's not a fair comparison.
If you're just going to say he threw up 30, then it's just like,
okay.
Oh,
no, but with Donovan Mitchell, I mean, he doesn't have much playoff. Like, he doesn't have much.
Oh, but when Jason Tatum, but now Jason Tatum,
bro, you're not letting me finish, bro. You're not letting me finish. On my mother, I was literally gonna say the same thing. I mean, Donovan Mitchell played good one series.
So what's
the rest has been bad.
So what's the jury on him? He's not a playoff performer, right?
Yeah, you say it too.
You don't trust him.
No, we're asking you.
No, we're asking you because you just said Jason Tatum. We're asking you. You said Jason Tatum jury's up on. Is the jury up on Donovan Mitchell?
I gotta see more from Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, that's exactly what we've been saying about Tatum.
Yeah, I gotta see more. You can't just say he's a You can't say he's gonna be a certified playoff performer because he played. Bro, if I pull up his field goal percentages last year on that Indiana series, Donovan Mitchell.
I don't think you're getting
that's side by side with the series that you critique Donovan Mitchell when it comes to field goal percentage and all that. I just want to let you know he actually probably shot worse against. Who'd they play last year in the second round? Milwaukee.
But you just said you have to see more from Donovan. Why can't you say the same about Jason Tatum?
That's my problem with him. You guys are saying he's going to be a certified playoff. Like,
no, we didn't say that.
Didn't.
Yeah, I have to see more.
You said that the jury is out on Jason Tatum. We said no, it is not.
Why is it not out on him?
Because he's young.
Because he.
You just use the same.
So then you feel the same way about Donovan Mitchell. Then jury's not out for him either. Then
I never said it was. I don't.
Okay.
I feel we have to see more. It's the same for Jason Tatum. They're all young as hell.
I agree.
All right, thank you. That's all I needed to hear.